What's my nightly hair routine?
Hi there, naturalistas, and welcome to Ahead of My Hair.
Ahead of my head of my hair. Ahead of my hair. Ahead of my hair.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2.
So to me, a nightly hair routine, I guess, is whatever you do to your hair at nighttime to prepare it for the next day, for wearing it the next day. Whether that be doing absolutely nothing to it and just, going to sleep, which I envy you, or that be like going through a crazy hour worth of preservation and upkeep. Whatever you do at night to your hair to prepare for the next day is your nightly hair routine. And I said that I envy the people who can just like lay down and do nothing to their hair. But I mean, honestly, I don't do very much to mine at nighttime, depending on the hairstyle. So I'm actually going to go through a couple of hairstyles and just show you all the different ways that I preserve my hair at night to prepare for the next day.
So with this hairstyle, it can be sometimes difficult to sleep on just because I have it in lock knots right now, and they can be a little stressful on my head as far as sleeping, but for the most part, just do the normal thing for the front of my hair because I have it 2-strand twisted right now. Sometimes I'll 1-strand twist it, but I do the 2-strand twist so that the texture can match a little bit to the texture of the locks. But anyway, so I take the front of it and I just twist it up into a ball. And what this does is just basically, one, stretches it out because, of course, we know about that term called shrinkage. I usually do the 2-strand twist after I've washed it, so it kind of shrinks up a little bit. So I twist the front like this into knots so that I can stretch it out a little bit, and also just so that I can have a little bit of a curl. I'll take it down so you can see just a little bit of a curl. And just, put it into like a little, kind of like a Bantu knot, I guess. And secure it with an elastic band. I just get those small black elastic bands, and the back of my hair is just still in the lock knots. There is a video tutorial for lock knots. You can check that out there, maybe. And I just take my purple scarf. I bought this purple scarf from the Fabric District in LA, and I really like it. It's not the like silk kind that everybody says that they use, but I don't know, it works for me. It's long enough to hold all my hair when I need it to and everything like that. Anyway, so I just wrap it around like that, no particular way. Sometimes I'll put it under all of the hair, but again, like I said, the lock knots sometimes are kind of stressful for my head, so I do whatever I can to make it not be as stressful, and one of those things is not putting it under there because it'll kind of pull the back parts. And yeah, that's basically it for that one. So right now I'm way overdue for a wash and redo. So what I'm going to do for this nightly routine is just really simple. A lot of the times when I have a style up, it's kind of uncomfortable to sleep in it. So with this one, it is pretty uncomfortable to sleep, and it's a really simple style to redo. So I'm just going to take it down at night. And yeah, I'll do that now. Again, this is a really simple, like 3-step process. But as you can see, now it's like down in pigtails. And I'm just going to put my scarf on. Sometimes I'll take the pigtails down if they're in need of a redo anyway, or if it's a little bit more tight. But right now it's not really that tight, so I don't need to take them down, and it'll be easier to recreate the style when I go to redo it. So what I'm going to do is just use my scarf, put it on. Sometimes I'll do it over like that, but most of the time I'll do it under, just because it is easier to slip off if you do it under, over. And just like tie a little bow up there, something simple. That's this one.
So this particular hairstyle that I have now is just some curls. I had lock knots before, and I took them down so that I could get some bouncies here. For this one, my main goal is basically just to preserve the curl. Like, I want to be able to keep the crinkles as long as possible. So what I'll do is, first of all, for the front of my hair, because I don't have it locked, I just do different stuff to it to, you know, keep it interesting to me. And right now I have it in baby locks. Sometimes I'll have it 2-strand twisted, but right now I just have it 1-strand twisted and baby locks. So what I'll do for that part is get the front, and sometimes I'll get it individually and retwist each one up into the bundle that I put in my hand, sometimes with product, but for demonstration's sake, I'm just going to get this whole little bundle and just twist it into a small bun. And sometimes to keep that bun secure, I'll just take a little elastic band and slip it right on top. Then I'll get the other side, create some little Mickey Mouse bunny ears, twist that up so that when I take them down after the night is finished, they'll be, you know, kind of crinkly and curly to match the texture of the bottom locks. Secure that with a band. So now what I want to do is take the back, take all of my locks, and I'm going to just loosely put it up into a bun on the top of my head. I don't want to make it like a very secure bun because I don't want to stretch the curls out of the locks. So I'm just going to like put it into a, like it's a balancing act right now. And then I'll take my trusty purple scarf and just tie it up. So I'm still doing this balancing act so that the loosely formed bun won't fall down. And the scarf will help to secure it. I'm going to actually just wrap it over the top like that and bring it around and just tuck it in rather than tie it, so that I don't stretch it too much and make it uncomfortable to sleep in. And there you have it. This is how I preserve my curls. So then in the morning I just take the scarf down and let the curls flow. So this hairdo took about an hour and a half to complete, and the nightly routine for it probably takes like 2 seconds. So that's the trade-off, and it'll last like maybe a week and a half, probably even 2 weeks if I don't get bored with it, which I probably will. So it won't be up that long, but I can spend that hour, 2 hours doing it all, and then I won't have to do my hair again for like a week. So yeah, like I said, the nightly routine for it is really simple. I just put my scarf on and go to sleep, basically. This hairdo in particular, because there's so many like braids and what have you going on, it's really, really uncomfortable to sleep on. Yeah, just like that. It's really uncomfortable to sleep on. So I have to like position my head a certain way, and I usually just sleep on the back. In fact, I probably will wrap it a different way. I'll wrap it from the back first so that it can support my edges in the back, my kitchen, and lay that down and just like wrap it normally like that. So my routine for this style is really, really simple. I would probably just take these down just because it's an easy style to redo, but just for the sake of showing what happens if I do leave it up, I'll just show that. So for the bangs, if I want to keep them straight, I'll just bring them around and tuck them like that. Or if I want them to have a bit of a curl, I will wrap them in a small mini bun and then take them down when I wake. I probably want them to be straighter though, so I'm just going to take them. If they need to be retwisted, retwist them and tuck them around just like that. Then I'll take my scarf and I'll make sure that it's flat on this part so that it can press that part down, the front loose hair part. Then I'll wrap them around the buns like that to sort of lift them up. Take the scarf back around, do a crisscrossy, and that kind of, I don't have to repeat that. Make sure it's flat and covering your edges. Tuck it under your ears. Lift, bring it around, and I kind of do a crisscross here so that it can support the two buns staying up, and just tie it up in the back. Happy routine.
The only limits to the possibilities in your life tomorrow are the buts you use today. Les Brown.